If you're sourcing more than you're shipping, something's got to give. Hi, I'm Christin, and this is Well Read Wardrobe. I'm an American full-time online reseller working my way from Seattle to Sydney. These days, you can find me at the mall, hanging out with my BFF Melissa, also known as the Thrifty Broad, at the bins, at the thrift, and traveling to get to as many of these places as I can in the time that I have. With as much as I'm spending on inventory these days, and with limited space, you guys, this used to be a garage. Just imagine a car right here. And with an international move on the horizon, I'm trying to flip as much as I can, as fast as I can. All right, I've got a lot to ship, and I hope you have a lot of something to do as well. Grab what you need, and let's get 30 minutes on the clock. You'll see straight away that I accepted some low offers. Here's a city chic robe that I had in a recent haul called Lowering My Cost of Goods $1.99 Expectations. Now, the cost of goods was actually $4.02 for this item because I do average my sales. So why would I accept a $17 offer knowing that my net profit would be under $10? Well, because I'm now in the business model of faster flips. This sold for a low price. However, it sold in 3 weeks. I've had other items cling to my inventory for a year and still get that same amount of profit. I am trying to just get things out. One sale begets another in the algorithm. I also had to take into consideration the retail value of this robe. It wasn't super high to begin with, so I wasn't expecting a huge amount on resale. It had several factors going for it, including being a plus size and a beautiful colorway, and $17 seemed fair. Remember, the buyer is also paying tax and shipping. This next sale was also a $17 offer, and it sold on Poshmark. My breakdowns, very similar to the city chic robe. However, I had these leggings for about a year. They were removed from eBay due to using a stock photo as my first photo. If you happen to be able to look up and notice, I still used the stock photo, but I made it part of a collage, and it was one of the last photos. I think that helped. When I'm in the mood, I like to decorate the packages that I send out. I'm typically using the free priority mail mailers, especially for Poshmark. I do put in a thank you card, and now I have these literary book lover stickers that I grabbed for, I think, like $1.99 for a variety pack on Temu. I am a bit torn on whether to use a company like that. I feel like the products are cheap and probably going to end up in landfills, especially the clothes. But the stickers, I mean, they are cheaper than Amazon, so business supplies seem okay, I guess. Oh, whoops. This is a first class package because it sold on Mercari, and it also got returned on Mercari. This was my first time handling a return on Mercari. I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but Mercari actually paid for the return shipping, so that wasn't so bad. The buyer said that the dress was more like a swim cover, and she didn't realize that the little eyelet holes went all the way through. So she asked for a return, and I accepted because I did some research after the fact. I sold this on offer for $22. And then I saw it was a blogger favorite, and that comps or comparables were closer to the $60 to $80 range. So yeah, I am happy to have it back, and now I'm going to sell it for more. Here's a glimpse of what I saw at Zara this year, and they love their eyelet. Still has holes. They consider it a dress, so that's what I said it was. I did make sure to use a little bit more description in the second listing so that another buyer won't be as surprised. But see, they like their holes at Zara. They're not afraid to show some skin. I'm also using the stock photo from Zara as a better description. Will using the stock photo get me into trouble? I sure hope not. But in this case especially, I'm willing to take that risk. I think it really makes a difference to see how the dress fits and what it covers. The next thing I have to pack up is a pair of shoes. These slip-ons have the most beautiful floral embroidery on the toe. They've been sitting in my closet for a while. I did think I was going to have to put them on offer, but instead I chose to relist them and they sold fairly quickly. So here's your reminder, relist your summer items if they've been sitting there for a while. Here's what I saw at the mall. Lots of slides, lots of bling, lots of color, even on the shoes. These Saludos were no exception. Just look at your screen and see how pretty. We've passed the 5-minute mark, just to let you know. So whatever it is you're working on, even if it's not reseller related, just keep going. The next thing out the door is a pop floral, bright and colorful just like everything else we've seen in the stores. But this is a kid's item. This is the brand Hannah Anderson, and I held on to it for way too long. I should have accepted an offer months ago, but I had a perceived profit in my mind that I've decided to let go of so I can get this item on its way to a new home instead of having it sit in my inventory for who knows how long. Here's another glimpse of shopping for spring and summer at the mall this year. Lots of color. Bright, happy colors. And a happy Melissa too. And back to shipping. I finally sold this skirt. I've had it in my inventory literally forever. I thought it was so cool. It was covered in constellations and other galaxy map things, and it was new with tags from Hot Topic. I thought that meant I could sell it for half of retail. However, that was not the case for me. For some people, you absolutely can price new with tags items for half the price of retail and have success. You might even be able to sell it for more than retail if it's an item that people are really on the hunt for and are in limited supply. But yeah, this skirt got me hardly any profit, but I'm happy it's out the door. It's a sale to let the algorithm know that I am a productive seller. I will offer good customer support, and they'll push my items to the top so I sell more. That's the goal. So what I'm learning for these lower value items is that it is absolutely more worth it for me to list and sell low fast than to hold on, continue relisting, and in the end, probably only get that same profit margin of about $10. $10 profit per item is actually still a fantastic business model, in my opinion. If you sell 50 items a week, then you're still sitting at $500 profit. So it's still a good job, and I feel like you can absolutely sell 50 items a week, if not more, as a full-time reseller. Not to mention all the items interspersed that will sell for a much higher dollar amount. Even small items like this bra can still fetch a net profit of $12 or more. There are so many ways to approach reselling. I have done several myself, and I'm just letting you guys know what my model is now, what my mindset is. Why am I making the decisions that I am? It is absolutely okay to try something new and decide not to go with it long term. That's just life. Another new to me thing, selling Birkenstocks. I wasn't sure if these would sell with the toe marks still there, but I went ahead and listed them before asking my friend Melissa to use her specialty product for cleaning. We were going to give it a go if they didn't sell, but they did. They flipped so fast. Even better, I had a $0 cost of goods because these were given to me by one of my housemates' moms. So sweet. Depending on what you're working on and how often you're looking at the screen, I don't know if you noticed, but I've packed 2 pair of shoes now into this bubble mailer. Do you guys use those as well? I use the boxes for larger shoes and things that I want to be sure don't get dinged up in the mail, but for things like slides and sandals, the bubble wrap seems like absolutely enough. And the great thing is that these can fit into a standard mailbox and not have to be given to, say, an apartment office where someone might be unable to collect their package until a few days later. As long as the item is safe, which I am sure that these type of shoes are in this type of packaging, that could mean for a happier customer and also a faster payment for me as a seller. The next thing out the door was from eBay. I accepted this low offer on an item that had been previously returned and was now for sale again. I took the low offer because I want eBay to like me. I am a new seller on eBay, even though I've been on there for 23 years. My account fell so behind due to some canceled sales last Christmas that I had to start over after 23 years. If you'd like to know more about why I started over or how that scoring system affected me personally, I'd be happy to share that in another video. Just go ahead and leave your question in the comments below. The next item to sell was another under $20. It was $19 on Poshmark, and it was from The Loft. This bright floral poppy shirt has been in my inventory for I think around 6 to 8 months. I was waiting for the summer season, and sure enough, that's when it sold. So just another reminder, if you have summer items that have been hanging out in your closet for a while, why don't you try relisting them? When they show up as new inventory, they get new eyes. And that's how I'm selling a lot of my items these days. I'm relisting every item in my entire closet in the months of April and May. I'm also using that time to go through my inventory physically and make sure that everything that I have for sale is accounted for. And also to check that I don't have things sitting in bins that never got listed. Did you guys ever have that happen? Because I certainly have. You make the draft and then it vanishes somehow. I'm also finding that some of the items aren't in the correct tubs, even though they're still here. So it's just spring cleaning for reselling. All right, the next package you might remember from a haul not that long ago. This was a reversible apron, and I accepted an offer for $15. The buyer left really nice feedback, and I was happy it found a new home. This isn't the type of item I typically pick up, but the colors were too pretty to leave it behind. This was a bins pickup. And speaking of the bins, this next package is a bundle of bins items. 2 shirts were by J. Jill. I featured them in a recent haul, and I was happy that they sold to one buyer. I was pretty certain that they were donated all together because I found 5 or 6 items all in similar sizing. These colors are just like what I saw again at Zara. See the muted colors and the sparkly lizard belt? Yeah, they remind me a lot of the floral top plus the velvet that are headed out to this new buyer. She got a fantastic deal, and I was happy for some really fast flips. Bundle sales are absolutely where I give the biggest discounts because I'm happy to have more items headed out at one time. I wish more people used the Poshmark bundle feature, and I also wish that other platforms like Mercari made it easier for the seller to provide that service to a buyer. In making a bundle sale on Mercari before, what I've done is first I'm asked by the buyer to piece some things together. I mark those individual items as inactive. I use the first photo of each item in the new listing. I title it as bundle for so-and-so. And then in the description, I put please see the inactive listings of each item for the actual description. I don't know if that will actually cover me in the case of a return, but here's hoping. If you have any information on using the newer bundle feature on Mercari, let me know. So far, all I've heard is that the buyer creates the bundle and then can send an offer, but it's not something that us sellers can create and mark a certain price on. Is that true? Not sure. Again, if you know, please let us know. The next thing you'll see me ship out is the lowest priced item that I sold this week. I sold it for $8.99 on offer on eBay. I had marked it at $9.99. This was a $0 cost of goods item given to me, and I had a potential buyer ask me about measurements 3 times before sending the offer. It was only $1 less than my price. I'd only had it in my shop for a week, and it cost me nothing. I absolutely said yes. I hope she feels good. She saved the $1, kind of like using a coupon. And the item is out the door almost as fast as it came in. And after shipping, which I did earn $1.39 on the shipping cost because this item was lighter than anticipated, I actually still made an $8 profit. So it just goes to show that you can't tell what someone's making just by what the item is priced. And it's okay to say yes to some low offers. Just do your numbers. And it was definitely worth it to me to have it fly off the shelves that quickly. This sale was also a very fast flip. The unfortunate thing for me is that I've had this bra for like forever. I bought a whole bunch of bras and then did nothing with them. I was like waiting for a rainy day. Then I photographed a bunch of bras and I list intermittently. Like when I have nothing else drafted, I put the bras up for sale. This one sold within a week at my full asking price on Poshmark. So note to self, just go ahead and get all the bra drafts up. They won't sell until they're live. And another fun thing as a reseller, we are often looking up these items online to find out the retail information. And now anytime I put on YouTube, it's giving me ads for pepper bras, which are made for a size that is not mine. I also get a ton of those Baltic-born ads because if you've watched any of my other videos, I love selling those dresses, and yeah, I've been on their website a lot. This next sale was also thanks to relisting. This pair of jeans, which are a lot like Miss Me jeans as far as low-rise, flare, and covered in bling, are actually by the brand Silver. They didn't sell the first time around, but the second time they got near $30. I am finding that the bling jeans are selling, but they're not getting the price that I used to expect for them. And again, that's okay. I would rather buy them and know that it's going to be a lower price and have them sell quickly instead of linger around. I don't have that kind of time anymore. I need everything to go. This next sale is one of my favorites from the week. I found this fossil purse and a matching wristlet that you could double as a wallet at the bins. I did find them together, so I kept them as a set. Now, I don't want to distract you from your work. I'm only here to keep you company, but if you could take the time to look at the screen right now, you can see how adorable this is. Look at the little bird cages. Super sweet. Anyhow, I packed them together, sent them on their merry way, and I hope they find a happy home. This was something I was really tempted to keep for myself, but I just don't actually need it. So, to the shop it went. And now it's time to wrestle this oversized hoodie into a flat rate bubble padded mailer. The buyer did pay $8 for priority shipping. This mailer costs $8.30, and I'm gonna do it. This is future me talking. I did it, but it took some arm strength and resilience, let me tell you. I had 2 of these hoodies, and honestly, they were very oversized and super thick. The brand is called Nap, and they're made for loungewear. So it's supposed to be big and cozy and comfy and soft. They absolutely are. I did find both at the bins. I did think that they would sell in the autumn time or winter, and they did not. They were just relisted as part of my project last week, and both sold. I did take a $40 offer on this, and that was fantastic. All right, here is my little friend to offer me some encouragement. Again, if you have time to look up, this is Ink. She is the sweetest little cat who's not mine, but has decided that she lives in my room. She is a household pet and now dedicated to being my helper. Notice how she sits on the envelope that I'm going to use. Maybe that was all the luck I needed. Seriously, this was a struggle, just like you're witness to. It took so long that the cat is now taking a bath, but not leaving my side. She is here for the long haul, guys. Just a few more nudges. It's almost in. I've wrapped it like a burrito. It does fit, I promise. It does fit. If you're likewise pushing yourself to finish a task at the moment, hang in there. We're at just shy of 25 minutes, so you've got just about another 5 to go. Looking back, I probably should have put the hoodie in a smaller Ziploc bag and then shoved it into the poly mailer. That usually helps. And there we go, totally worth the struggle. It's in, and it only cost me 30 cents over what the buyer paid. Hallelujah. Just making the package a little prettier. It's absolutely not necessary, but part of my branding and something that I do for myself. And now giving the cat some attention. She waited so patiently, didn't she? She's a good little coworker too. Just one more segment of low offer shipping and we're done. We've almost made it to 30 minutes. You're about to see my background change once again. This corner of my room is multifaceted, has many purposes, and works as hard as I do. The IKEA table is a fold-down table. It's up right now, and it's about to be put down. When it is, the bike fits back in its place, and the clothing rack can scooch in the very back. And there's my mannequin, Eileen, because she does. This next sale was a Poshmark one. This blazer coat sold for $35. And since I did record these, at the time that I was making sales and saved them to piece together later, this segment is out of order. This jacket was listed in December and it sold in March. That's not what I would consider a fast flip, but it is faster than my average used to be. So I am getting better. And that's really all you can do. Keep making progress. In order to make faster flips, I've decided to stick with items that are in season. I'm not going to pass up a Gucci coat at the bins, let's be honest, but I'm also not going to buy an American Eagle one, even if it's really pretty and I think it would have done great next winter. I don't want to take up my own space with items that I'll have to clearance out because they're not season appropriate. Yes, there are absolutely exceptions. Things sell year round. I'm just not willing to use my money for items that I don't anticipate will sell. You do you. This next low dollar sale was a super cute top in a newspaper print. The print was exactly why I picked it up from the bins. I hoped someone else would find it as appealing as I did. I have a skirt just for my own self that is a very similar print and I love it. It's just something I couldn't let go to a landfill, even if I was only going to make $8 to $10 on it. In the end, they did sell for $18 on Poshmark, so minus the $2.95 fee, as well as the $2 cost of goods. With no shipping discount on this one, I actually made $12, so it performed better than expected, and I only had one liker. Part of this business is research, and the other part is going with your gut. This could have went the other way and could just be sitting in my closet waiting to be donated before I move. I feel like I got lucky, and it's because I bought something that I loved and made sure to push it out there to all 4 platforms, hoping to find the buyer that had the same taste as myself. It's kind of the opposite of this next item, which I would say is trendy. These are Birkenstocks as well. Plastic. I had never seen these before. They are still for sale at Nordstrom, and these were given to me again by my roommate's mom, and they were a fast flip, and I think that's because it is an item that you can still find on the store shelves at a higher cost. And the last item that we have to ship out in today's video was another fast flip. This was a bins pickup. I hauled 4 items from the brand Cantha Bay, and this Lagan look type tunic top sold within 3 weeks on Poshmark for $40. Super fantastic. That was a bit of a gamble, but again, half research, half instinct. These items were, they felt like silk. They didn't actually have a label on them, but the website did let me know for sure, yes, they use a recycled silk. And turns out that the brand has a large following. All items flipped within a month. So super fantastic. Would love to find more pieces by them. And there we have it, about 30 minutes of uninterrupted work time. How much did you get done? Leave it in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would truly mean the world to me. Thanks so much. Bye.